Imagine trying to do a good thing like this man is doing by feeding the homeless and you get attacked for it.
Hey! Can you do something about the people are out here about to assault me? Can you wake the up and use your eyes, please? Can I have the same liberty as everyone else?
I'm not the police. I'm sorry. I'm not the police.
Whoa! The loving and compassionate strikes again. This man was doing a good deed. They always find something to get mad about. How can you be mad at this guy?
It's an evil world we live in.
As of the time of recording this video, it is currently Men's Mental Health Month, so I hope everyone's doing okay and we're looking after each other, because this guy in the video has clearly got his own issues as well.
Stop it. Get some help.
How many guys do you reckon you tricked into believing that you were born a woman when you were trans?
I think about 50 people, 50 guys.
50?
You tricked them into having to you presenting as a woman.
Well, you can call it tricked, but in my train of thought at the time, I was just so adamant on the fact that why should I have to tell guys that I'm trans before I sleep with them? Like,
What?
why is it that important? But then once I came out as trans and realized how much it had traumatized about 5 guys that I was getting threats from, I then realized, wow, what was I doing? Like, I was doing it wrong, but because I never had trans women around me to really educate me and tell me what to do.
Wait, was you just thinking, if I don't tell him and he doesn't ask, then
who cares? Like,
Who
how will he
cares?
ever know? Because I wasn't going to come out as trans. If I never came out as trans, nobody would ever know.
So they can't tell once they have with you.
No, there's one guy that could tell. I don't know how, but maybe he slept with other trans women. But he was like, "Is there something you want to tell me?" And I was like,
what was he inside you when he said that?
"Yeah." I was like, "What do you mean?" No, he was like, "Are you sure?" And he just carried on. And then he and then we like chilled for a bit, and then he left.
Well, so you don't know if he actually knows.
He knew,
That's
mate.
what he was
Sound
talking
like
about.
he realised once he was inside.
I reckon he probably knew anyway, and he was like, "Do you want to tell me? Because if you do, then I'll respect you more." But at the time, I was exploring myself, and I used to get guys over from Tinder loads.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
This video is flipping bonkers. The fact this dude didn't even tell these guys that they were in fact hooking up and sleeping with a man, which they thought was a woman, didn't tell them, and says, you know, it doesn't matter, who cares? Like, that would send some people over the edge, most people over the edge, because the act of anything intimate has to be consensual, and they're not consenting to sleeping with a dude. So, isn't that what I think it is? And it's hard to believe that most people in the comments are defending this guy who was doing these horrendous things with all those men, like saying it was their fault because they should have known. Like, what are you talking about? They thought they were with a woman. They didn't do anything wrong. These people are just ignoring the horrendous things this person was doing. Can you imagine if a straight dude just came out and said, yeah, I've tricked women, I've tricked over 50 women into sleeping with me, bloody bloody blah. You already know.
You going to jail. You're going to jail.
I think you can love whoever you want to love. A cat, a dog, a mouse, an ant, a spider. Who cares?
Oh, pause.
It's your love and what you want to do with it. So represent how you want to represent. Ain't nobody telling nobody else how to love Trump.
What the hell is going on?
Curious, there is also a movement of polyamorous to legalize polyamorous marriage. Do you agree with that?
You know, I'm a 50-50 on that. Yeah, because you got the right and you got the wrong. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be breaking up things, you know what I'm saying, because you feel like it.
What? What the?
Yeah, I'm not too sure about looking into, you know, loving the animals and all that. I'm pretty sure that's a crime. Leave the dogs and cats alone. They don't need any of this.
How you ladies doing? Can I ask y'all a question? Sure. What's more important in a relationship, communication or finances?
I'm a married lesbian. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it still goes for
Communication.
communication.
Yeah. I feel like we might have slightly different experiences.
What did that just mean?
I'm for choice because you have the choice to. It doesn't mean that you're going to. It doesn't mean that you should.
Of course he's got a bull nose ring. Of course he does.
You have the choice.
So
it's
you
always
support,
there as a backup.
So you support people's choices to do whatever they want?
They can do whatever they want as long as it is right for themselves.
What if it's right for me to kill my toddler because they're expensive and inconvenient? Can I do that?
Yeah.
Yes, it should be legal for me to kill my toddler if they're expensive and inconvenient.
Not your toddler. I misheard you. There's out in third world countries, there is actually a lot of infant killings.
Yeah, which is wrong. It should be illegal, right? Because the choice to do whatever you want, what's right for your life, does not include the choice to end somebody else's life, to harm someone else, which is exactly what an abortion does when it intentionally poisons.
Jeffrey Dahmer used to trap people in his house, and, you know, he thought he was doing the right thing by keeping them there, and if they tried to leave, he would kill them. So is this guy giving him the green light for that as well? What a flipping donut.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
News from downtown Philly. There is limited Pride merch in stores. We are officially living in, well, we have been officially living in Trump's America. Anyways, happy Pride.
We don't care.
Let me tell you something. We don't care.
Yeah, we don't really care. It's Men's Mental Health Month. You ain't going to see any of that on any clothes. So you're lucky you got something.
All you have to do is give me a single job that you think that men are not just as capable of women at doing, and I will do the same with men to you. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, parenting, mothering, nurturing, educating.
What? Wait, I'm sorry.
Definitely educating.
Hang on, I just want to make sure.
Anything that has a...
One at a time. So let's start with mothering, right? You would agree with me that women only do that job because they're the only ones who can be mothers, right?
Yeah. Okay. Great.
But when you're talking about parenting, there's no way you're ever going to say that women are just better parents than men, or men can't do that job as well as women, right? You would say that?
I would say yes. More fathers are absent than mothers.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that the capability of men to do the job of parenting is not equal to that of women.
How?
Oh, then a woman can use electricity.
Well, you're making this kind of great conflation that because they can't.
I knew she was going to say mothering or being pregnant. It's always the same answers. That's the only answers they got because they know they haven't got one.
Hi, Randy. I believe you know me. I'm Erica Peace.
I have no idea who you are. So,
Erica, pageantry.
Erica PC.
Drag.
Is that PC's your legal name? We have to put it in here.
Yes.
That's your legal name? Okay. Erica PC. You're recognized.
Yeah. So I am from Tampa, Florida. I'm here to school you again.
All right. You're done. Let's go next.
Really?
Yep. Come on. Next.
Oh.
Come on. Let's go. Whoever. Got a lot to do, no time for nonsense.
He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
Looks like a clown, acts like a clown. How ironic. I'm just glad they didn't give that person the time of day because, yeah, it was going to be a load of nonsense. That guy's completely right. Liberal asks for the Pride section, asking the Hobby Lobby worker where the Pride section is.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
I was just wondering, where's your guys' Pride section?
Your what?
Pride section?
Pride, like gay pride.
Uh-huh.
We don't have like a specific section for
Oh, you don't? Okay, interesting. Thanks.
What an odd thing to say.
I find this so funny how she recorded this, and I'm surprised she didn't get triggered by that woman calling her ma'am, because that's enough to rattle some people. She literally walked up to that person, recorded that, uploaded it, trying to get sympathy or feel like she did something. What an idiot.
How important is it to be out here today?
Right-wing troll, thank you very much.
I think it's very important. I mean, people have to show resistance to what's happening here because there's a lot of rights being curtailed. What are your views?
I'm just asking questions. She's blocking one more, since you're like the only one willing to talk. So she just continues following me around and blocking every move I do.
Of course, she's got the high vis on.
She's the new Karen. Are you just gonna stand here? This is awkward. It's just three people standing. This really is what you have to do for the day, is just follow me around.
Of course, she's got the Karen high vis. You know, she really feels important there. And it really is just unemployed activities. Because these people seem to have a lot of free time.
Pride Month, what about Veterans and Veterans Month? Well, there's already a month for that, you dumb fuck, but hold on a second. What about transgender troops who served in our military who got kicked out under the Trump administration? You un-American fuck! A lot of these individuals served well over 10 years in the military, sacrificed everything, only to get a letter saying, sorry, you're no longer welcome here because of who you are. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's anti-American to its core. You show nothing but disdain and disgust for these individuals, and it's fucking gross. And frankly, members of this community, regardless of if they served in the military or not, have more courage than you or I ever will. I'm so sick of this shit, okay? And if you are a member of the LGBTQ+ community, happy Pride Month. I love you. You're amazing. And in these times, I can only imagine it's very hard, but please know there's people out there that love and support you. And I already know there's going to be some MAGA dude making a stitch. Go cry somewhere else, bro, all right? Yeah.
Beta! The only person crying, mate, is you flipping donut. This guy's grandparents went through wars so that this little wet wipe could be born, and then he goes and does this shit. Because I think me and you watching, fellas, we've got more testosterone in our pinky toe than this guy has in his whole body.
My Hinge got banned, and I knew that this was going to happen because I put my Venmo trying to get money from stupid old men, right? And I just like didn't think it was going to happen as fast as it did. And now I'm thinking like, oh, what if I did want to get back on dating apps? I tried Tinder. Sucks. Hinge was like the better option. It still sucked, but like I've met some cool people on there before. But I'm banned. Now I'm banned from... I got unbanned from Tinder finally. I used to be banned in high school throughout like college. Unbanned. So now maybe in like 10 years Hinge will unban me. Let's hope. Well, I don't think I'll be... You know, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a damn, but you recorded this video. And what was the point of this other than making yourself look like a twat? What was the point of it? You've got dating apps to get money from stupid old men, as she says. Man, she sounds like a right catch and a nice person, doesn't she?
You're a demon.
I am not, sir. Do you want to say that to the camera? Hundreds and hundreds of people watching you?
Me right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
No, go ahead. You just called me a man. Don't be a coward. Don't be a coward. Yeah, you're a
Definitely sound and act like one.
coward. Come on over. Say what you got to say to me. Oh, you don't want to call me a man to my face? Come on over. What do you got to say? What do you got to say about transgender people?
I didn't know you were trans.
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't know you was trans.
Go ahead.
I did not know this man was trans. Wait, what do you go by? What do you go by?
Does it matter?
It does, because I'm asking you.
Say what you got to say. There's a lot of people watching you.
The real question is, it doesn't matter if you're transgender or not. Are you with that? Are you with the people that march and be like, "We're coming for your kids"? That's where it's bad.
Agreed.
That's when it gets bad. Oh, niggas need to stay up.
What can you get? What's your name?
Me? I'm K.
K?
K.
K-A-Y?
K-A-Y.
Okay, and what's your name?
I don't have to give you any of mine.
You certainly don't. What's your
My
name?
name's JJ, and is y'all thing a cult? It's like LGBTTL cult or something?
Definitely is.
Can I ask why you didn't step in?
Why you didn't step in?
While you were standing and watching? They called me a pedophile. They were verbally harassing me.
I didn't hear him call you that. I didn't know. I honestly had no idea what conversation you were having.
So not only do these people want us to go along with their crazy ideologies from fairy tale land, they also want other people to defend them if someone calls them out on those ideologies they be talking about. And these guys, these group of guys, yeah, I've got to agree with them. I agree with them 100%. I think we all do.
Good morning. Free Palestine. Today is the day I asked my therapist who he voted for. Red, I quit. Blue, we have a hard discussion. Third party, we get some ice cream. Not really, that'd be inappropriate, you know what I mean. Well, all he would say was that he's not political, so that's that. I'm not in treatment anymore, fuckers.
Once again, same old thing I'm going to say it, guys. Why do they all look the same? Why have they all got the maddest haircuts? You know, when you start a new game, like on a role-playing game, and you click randomize when you're creating a character. That's all I see in these.
You know, it's really sad that there are people running around thinking that Black Lives Matter is a joke. It's also sad that they want to leave comments like this. It's really sad that they lack the gumption and the courage to have a real account with a real name and a real photo to identify them. It's just, to me, everything about these bot propaganda accounts is a fucking joke. A really, really sad joke. We can do better.
What this woman's forgetting to realise is most black people will say Black Lives Matter is a joke. My thoughts on it is, when this Black Lives Matter stuff was happening around me, shops were getting destroyed, cars, businesses, houses, people were getting you know, attacked, put in hospital. For what? It was all just an excuse to act like a criminal.
Say whatever the fuck you want about it. Don't give a fuck. I live my life how I do and you live yours how you do. First day in Chicago, and already I'm running into issues finding a bathroom. I've asked a couple people where I can go to the bathroom if they have public restrooms here. People have said no. Somebody said try Chick-fil-A. Someone said try Starbucks. So I was like, oh, maybe Starbucks will let me go because sometimes they let you go to the bathroom if they have a restroom. I go in there. It's like, can I please use the restroom? They're like, no, you have to buy something.
Right.
And I was like, where do I go to the restroom then? She was like, oh, you could try Walgreens, you could try Chick-fil-A, blah, blah, blah. I'm not about to do the runaround. I have to piss. So, I just took a piss outside. And it's not my fault that Chicago doesn't have public restrooms. So, fix it.
Stop it. Get some help.
What a strange video, and just this person decided to film this and upload this. That's what I can't process in my brain. This person wanted to upload it to tell everyone that they just urinated on the floor because they couldn't find a toilet. Okay, sounds like a normal thing to do. And the reason why businesses don't allow people just walk in and use the toilet is because they deal with a lot of problems. It depends on where you live. You might not deal with a lot of crime and drugs and that, but pretty much every business around me, you can't just walk in and use the toilet. Those are for paying customers. Otherwise, smackheads will just go in and out like it's a flipping hotel.